Experts have said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. The sporting industry is growing at a rapid rate. It may seem like the market has outgrown itself by the thousands, but it still has plenty more room to grow. Now, analysts think that football is on its way to dominating the list of top sports in the country. Hey guys, welcome to Creative, where we help athletes, sports marketers, and those athletic business owners learn how to build legacies beyond the game. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we talk about solutions that can truly change the business of sports. Today, we'll be discussing how to properly leverage your online platform to bring in more athletes and to bring in more ticket sales for your football club. We'd love for you to tackle that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything in the future. In a couple of our past videos, we talked a bit about branding your football club. Now I want to talk a little bit about how you can bring in those ticket sales. Here's some great news for all you football fans out there. The sport is slowly climbing its way to the top of the list. And like I said earlier, analysts believe that the competition is growing. We're seeing a lot more clubs popping up around the country. And with the NFL coverage consistently growing, moving its shows from live TV to digital world's leading streaming platforms, even NFL Plus, it's pretty obvious that the sport will only get bigger and bigger as the years go by. And you know what they say, when there's growth, there is competition. Businesses who want a fair share of football success need to prepare themselves for the coming years. We've all been there. A couple years ago, everything was slow in marketing and even in sports. And we saw the industry embrace digitalization, with leagues taking their games to popular streaming platforms and teams making the most out of their existing websites and social media channels. It's pretty clear to members of the market that the digital revolution has finally taken over the sporting industry. Experts believe that in the coming years, leagues and teams will continue to blur the lines between pre-game and post-game experiences. Think about that, experiences. This means that brands who want to join in on the fun should be prepared to master digital. With trends coming and going, it's crucial for players of the game to come up with strategies that can really start to outlast all of these trends that keep changing. Some competitors have made the mistake of relying too much on short-lived strategies, or they go on social media for 2 months and then they leave. Sure, they were able to produce some decent results at first, but once the hype dies down, so does their ROI. Trends are called trends for a reason. They don't really last for a long time and don't offer any sort of guarantees for concrete success. It will always move, and as the sport continues to grow, its speed will only increase. This is why a lot of sports marketers believe that brands are better off working on campaigns that last, meaning focusing much of their energy on building something that has the potential to become a larger benefit for ROI. And one of the best long-lived strategies available for football clubs, especially local ones, is Google. So let's talk a little bit about how you can master Google to help you bring in more athletes for your team and how you can bring in more fans with better experiences. Well, SEO has become a crucial marketing strategy to industries across the globe. Why? Well, because a large majority of the world is constantly using search engines like Google. SEO stands for search engine optimization. It's the process of modifying and optimizing a website so that it goes straight to the first page of the SERPs, or what we like to call it, the search engines. SEO is responsible for the reason that your favorite team's official website is one of the first links that you'll see when you look up their name online. Think of it as a training period that your player, your website, has to go through to become that MVP. And though some folks believe that social media is the end-all be-all and it is replacing everything in the world, well, I'll be honest with you. Statistics have revealed that 93% of website traffic still comes from the real first search engine, and that's Google. At a time wherein information is practically at the fingertips of everyone, people are constantly looking for reliable and trusted sources. And more often than not, Google's still the first place that people go when their intent is to purchase, find games, etc. When sports fans want to check out ticket prices for the Super Bowl, for instance, where do they go? Google. When they want to find more information about their favorite teams, be it professional or local, where do they look? Google. Basically, Google's the first step that people must take to go online, and it should complement your social media. This means that anyone who isn't present on Google is missing out on a ton of traffic and really authority. Why would I come to a game? Why would I want to play for your team if I can't even find you? Now, over the years, the process of SEO has become difficult. After all, search engines like Google are businesses too. They have a brand to uphold and a quality of service that they need to maintain. To ensure that their users get the best and most accurate information, they're constantly changing the algorithm that they use to rank websites. And the thing is, they don't really tell us what changes and what doesn't. But one thing's for sure, in the effort of improving user experience, Google's algorithm has placed a large emphasis on the importance of keywords that match intent. We recently did another video on the same subject for gym owners. Why don't you check that out up above? Now, aligning keywords and search intent for your sports club is an interesting subject. Is it any different than if you own a gym or if you're out there owning an e-commerce store? A little bit, but it's a little bit more in depth than that. There's been a lot of misconceptions over the years. And take, for example, people think that large majorities of keywords, let's just stuff the whole page and we'll be good. If you know nothing about keywords, then you'll probably tell me, hey, hashtags. Same thing, but in a different perspective. Google already knows that a lot of sites try to fool the algorithm, very similar to how on social media, you may try to use a lot of hashtag spamming. But in recent years, Google continues to improve its update and really focuses on that user experience. Search intent is what you should be thinking. Why did the user use this set of keywords during their search? Are they trying to learn something? Or are they trying to buy something? Think about experience. Think about when fans come to a game. You give them an experience. They already bought the ticket, but they're there. And then the vendors sell them stuff to enhance that experience. Those are two different intents. Watching the game, building experiences, building trust, and then them going out and purchasing merchandise from the stands or from the local vendors. So in an effort to improve this search intent, Google has made it their mission to make information universally accessible and useful. Meaning, whenever a person looks for certain things online, the number one site indicated in the search engine is usually the one that builds the best experience. Back to everything else you read, value. Think about giving value to your users. If you want to attract prospects that are qualified, then you need to understand their search intent. How they would use certain keywords, for instance. Keyword intent can be divided into two categories, high intent and low intent. High intent keywords are said to signify strong objective of commercial transaction. So this would be your game pages that link to your actual ticket sales. It would be your power pages talking more about tickets. When people buy these tickets, or let's say merchandise, they use high intent type keywords like Super Bowl tickets or your club names tickets, things of that nature. On the other hand, low intent keywords are those that are navigational or informational in nature. Lower intent means they're just kind of looking stuff up for entertainment and building that experience. When sports fans are introduced to a new team and they want to get to know them better, they use low intent keywords like, how did the Phoenix Suns do last week? How did the Atlanta Falcons play in that game? The more correlated a content is to a search engine beyond their targeted keywords, the higher chances of ranking well. Yes, one of your main goals will be to just increase traffic, which means a lot of informational keywords. But the truth of the matter is, brand awareness and traffic should be part of your branding campaign. But you only elevate that with the right informational or low intent keywords. Analysts believe that it's time for players to start rethinking their existing campaigns if they want to succeed this year. This means that as this season starts, you need to change up your campaigns, just like you change up your gameplay for the competitor. Now that we've covered the basics of SEO's importance to football, it's time we talk about the process of building your SEO campaign for football marketing, which we'll discuss in our next video. If you want to learn more about the benefits of online search, keyword research, why don't you check out the rest of our channel? We talk a lot about sports and fitness and marketing. We hope you guys loved today's video, and if you want to learn more about the great solutions that can truly change the game, don't forget to tackle and subscribe. We'll see you next week.